Today, my guest is Veer Gidwani, co-founder and CEO of a company called DailyFeats. Veer, welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
So, for those who don't know, tell us what DailyFeats is.
DailyFeats is a place where people can form goals that are important in their lives to do with their health, their happiness, their well-being, and we help them accomplish those goals.
So how does it actually work on your site?
When someone comes to DailyFeats, the first step is to identify a goal or multiple goals that are important to you, such as managing your weight, being a better parent, eating better, whatever it might be. And when you set that goal up as being important to you, we help identify a weekly routine you can go through that are, in essence, simple positive actions to help you accomplish that goal.
All right, so let's say I want to be a better dad. Okay, I go on the site, I build my own profile, then what do I do?
In real life, you need to do these things. You know, the fact that you check it in a DailyFeats should be a reflection of what you've done. But what we want to do is help you be conscious of it. We want to help you get there, and in essence, help you create that checklist, but online in an environment that is fun, supportive, informative.
So what was the inspiration for you starting DailyFeats in the first place?
Our inspiration collectively, I think, comes from a couple of places. One is a fundamental belief that society as we know it has to change. The behaviors we take on as individuals every day are not sustainable over time. So we want to try to create a better world. And the second influence from me is we're all fathers. And we've all got young kids, and we just know that the world they're going to live in 30 years from now, if it's going to be one that continues to be positive, that prospers in the way that we've seen, the world's going to have to change.
This is obviously a noble mission. There's enormous social good behind this. Is this a for-profit company? Do you have a business model?
Yeah, we certainly do. And you know, look, the reality is that we think of ourselves as conscious capitalists. You know, we want to create a company where the stakeholders, every kind of stakeholder to our business benefits. I mean, ultimately, we have two beliefs. One is that if you're going to help people change the way they live their lives, you need to break it down into simple, positive things they can do every day. The second belief is that if you want to do that at scale in a way that really has an impact across the world, then you need to be able to have a very, very strong voice. And the strongest voices in the world are the organizations you interact with every single day, both for-profit and non-profit.
Let's get into that a little further. How does the business model actually work?
Sure. So there are a couple of elements to it, but the one element that we're very focused on today is the idea of aligning ourselves with brands who want to associate themselves with people living happier and healthier lives. The top brand marketers in the world know that if you can make an emotional connection with someone beyond a commercial connection, you can create loyalty. Now that's a principle that's very powerful, especially when you leverage it towards good, which we've been able to unlock. We want to give them a way to use the marketing dollars they've got to help encourage people to live well. And what that specifically means is that we connect their brand purpose with positive actions in our program.
Can you give us an example of some of the companies and brands that you're working with?
So we work with organizations like Walgreens, like eBay, like Cigna, Jawbone, and about a dozen others. They sponsor actions in our platform. They typically commit to us for at least 1 year, in many cases longer. They then contribute to us when people join our program. They contribute to us when rewards are redeemed that they might sponsor into the program. And all of that creates a revenue model that allows us to continue to do what we do every day.
Okay, you've landed a lot of big brands. You've talked to the CMOs. In my experience, a lot of these guys are all about metrics, etc. This might sound amorphous to some of them. How do you break through on that level?
This is about metrics too, but there's more to it. When you think about brand building, typically that is a multi-year discussion. The top brand marketers in the world have been talking about branding with purpose. Now, whether they execute on that well or not is separate from the point that they actually want to do it. So we're selling to that need.
What would you say has been the toughest time that you've had as an entrepreneur?
The toughest time for Vinay and I was over a weekend when our dad passed away. That changed our mindset a bit. It made you realize that, you know, time is limited, so everything is urgent. And one of the incredible things out of that experience were the people around us who gave us the encouragement and support to keep doing what we were doing every day.
Veer, what's next for DailyFeats?
I look at our timelines in sort of two ways. What are we going to do in the next month or two? And what is our goal in the next 10 years? There's not much in between, because everything in between is shaped by what happens as time evolves and what we learn as we go. We are thinking a lot about how we can have DailyFeats live in your life in a very natural way. So should you be able to check in on Foursquare at the gym and get workout points? Yes. Should you be able to wear your Jawbone Up health device that tracks your physical activity and earn points at DailyFeats? Yes. Should you be able to also come to DailyFeats and log in action? Absolutely. We're doing those things to allow DailyFeats to live wherever people are experiencing life day to day.
Are you guys hiring?
We're always looking for talented people. Just email me, veer@dailyfeats.com. Tell me why this matters to you.
Veer, it's been great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.